from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Here's Grimes. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And that one no good to start off the night.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time. You think back in that 21 season, finally the Knicks breaking back into the playoffs. You know, it had been 7 years since they got there, and Coach Thibodeau receiving the Coach of the Year honor, well deserved.
Now here's Barrett, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. Randall, good.
The strength and the quickness, and now the confidence coming along as Randall's able to score.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Green against Brunson. And Green, good for 3. 9 points in the game. It was such an impressive season, and yet New York couldn't quite replicate their success the following year, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., they made some moves, and they were hoping to bolster the roster in some ways, but it just didn't go as expected, and now they're retooling again.
Brunson misses.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
He drops it from range.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
For New York, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Grimes. The kick out to Brunson. 3-pointer. And a big finish by Robinson.
Well, he's just too big and too athletic to be given that kind of position. Mitchell Robinson, an easy deuce.
Green for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
New York trailing. A minute 50 left in the opening quarter. It's Barrett on the wing, pounded by Harris. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Green for 3. Harris outside. Sinks it from distance.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, you know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Finney-Smith checked in for Simmons. Johnson comes in for Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in for Bridges. A big group substitution here for New York. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. Hart's checked in for Grimes. And Rose is subbed in for Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. And again, the Knicks missing. And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit. But, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Now here's Barrett. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. To win the run. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You know, sometimes we forget how young some of these guys are. Take R.J. Barrett, making his NBA debut at 19. Still a few years away from hitting his prime.
Rose against Green. Jacks up a 3. Hits the trifecta. Green's got 21.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Hartenstein. Rose outside. Claxton with a rebound. Outside, Green. The 3. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner. Wow.
Incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly. Woo.
Oh, man.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Back to the game after this break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Nets pretty much in control here.
On the front foot, really right off the tip. They've been ruthless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
So on the floor for the Knicks. At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Then it's Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now. The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Outside Hart. Up and in on the layup.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Oh, and trailing by double digits, who can you count on to continue to battle? He's answering in the affirmative.
Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Randall against Johnson. They get it again. Back to Hart. Goes back up. The offensive rebound. And at last, they get one to fall. Hart's got his second bucket on the night.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Brunson against Green. This one for three. Good. Another from three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Outside Brunson. Hart finds Robinson. Knocked loose. And stolen by Simmons. Lets it fly. It's stolen by Hart.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Brunson against Green. Stolen by Bridges. Outside, Green. Over Hart. And again, it's Brooklyn. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Timeout called, the Knicks. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season. So it's Brooklyn in total control, up by 29 going into the break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous.
At the half, the score, Brooklyn 47, the Knicks 18.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Brent, some people have talked about the return of the mid-range jumper. Is that something you've seen as well?
I don't know, B.A., if it ever really left. I mean, the guys that we talk about often have been doing it for years and doing it well. So coaches who understand that they have players that have a tremendous skill to make shots and make tough shots are still going to lean on possessions where that shot is offered up to the rim.
We've got Joe Harris. Nicholas Claxton out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Green in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Fires from the wing. No good there. And New York the other way now. They host the Pistons after this one, and that's the first of just 2 home games for them.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, they have a long way to go, but attacking the rim like that is a great way to start a comeback.
Knicks shooting only 39% so far in the game. Since hiring Tom Thibodeau, every year the Knicks have been at the bottom of the league in pace.
Well, Thibs rhymes with grind, doesn't it, B.A.? I mean, it doesn't really, but it should.
Brunson against Green. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
Yeah, this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
Green for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Pass to Grimes. Open shot from Brunson. Rebounded by the Nets.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Outside, Green. From deep. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got 4 rebounds now.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
And a big finish by Robinson.
It feels like Mitchell Robinson doesn't even have to jump sometimes to dunk, but man, a little showmanship from the big fella.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
And that one's good for Brunson.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Brooklyn calls timeout.
Well, one of the free agent moves that wasn't surprising was Brunson joining the Knicks. The two were enamored with each other early on in the process.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far.
Brooklyn. Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
So on the floor for the Knicks. But forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Derrick Rose is out the end again for 3.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 8 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Green, guarded by Rose. Outside, Green. From the arc. Offensive rebound, Claxton. Soft touch off the glass.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Pass to Randall. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Last season, new trophies unveiled for the conference finals, honoring Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Bob Cousy, Oscar Robertson. I love bringing up these names again.
I agree, B.A. I mean, these are legends. These were those that laid the foundation for this league to be successful. So the idea of adding a little hardware and putting their names on it, I couldn't think of anything better.
Got it.
Yeah, it's strong, and it's athletic, and it's left-handed, so tough for guys to adjust to that. Randall, tough matchup.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Green for 3. It's rebounded by Barrett. For New York, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Barrett doing a good job. Defense really draped all over him on the inside, and he got creative to score there.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Nets.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And this will give them their 7th. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
Great game tonight. You guys really dominated on offense. And you, in particular, couldn't miss.
Oh, man. I think you saw tonight what this team is capable of when we all play together. Man, when we look to take that extra pass, we're a hard team to defend.
Well, you were having a lot of success individually. Did you see something in their defense?
You know, man, I think it's just my teammates looking for me to get the ball in places where I can convert, you know? Nothing too crazy.
Right on. Thank you, man.
No doubt.
No entiendo por qué llaman si antes nadie llamó. No entiendo por qué vienen si antes nadie vino. Esperan que yo sea alguien que saben que no va conmigo. Porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté puedo decir que volví. Porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté creo que nunca me fui. Siempre bendecido, aunque hablen mal de lo mío y el periodista está inventando lío. Eso no me importa, yo sigo en lo mío. La gente sabe cómo soy, por eso están conmigo. Saben que soy un gordo, avaro con estilo.